Nepal is a small landlocked country that lies in South Asia. It is bounded on the north by China and on the east, south and the west by India. Despite having number of tourist attractions, there are yet many destinations that have remained shadowed in Nepal. One such captivating destination is Dolakha. Dolakha is considered as an ideal and ultimate tourist destination in Nepal's tourism market due to its immense natural beauty, cultural heritage, adventurous activities, and scenic grandeur. The mountainous district of Janakpur zone is situated in the central development region of Nepal. The beauty of Dolakha is an asset to Nepal which has really been unnoticed and unexplored. The lifestyles and culture of the ethnic groups such as Thami, Surel and Jirel are the center of attraction for cultural tourism. However, the diverse culture of Newars, Sherpas and Tamangs give a marvelous way of life of rural Dolkhalis. Agriculture is the main profession of the people of Dolakha. Wheat, millet, maize, rice and potato are the principal diet of the people of the region. Livestock rearing is another important occupation that most of the people are indulged in for meat, wool and dairy products. However, with the development of the area, people are also getting employment opportunities in local slate mines, in paper industries, in construction sites, in civil society organizations, and in assisting tourists in the region. Dolakha shelters diverse range of birds and animals, including peacock, eagle, wild sheep, langur, and many more. While vegetation differs from subtropical to alpine, sal, oak, maple, alder, pine, rhododendron, and other flowering plants including wild orchids are the chief varieties of vegetation in Dolakha. Small entrepreneurship on wood and bamboo craft are also sprouting up, which utilize local resources. Moreover, the setup of Nepali paper industry in the area has utilized the local forest, providing employment to a number of locals. The settlement ranges from the lowest place Sitali, which is 723 meters above sea level, to Nav village in Rolwaling range, which is at a height of 4,200 meters above sea level. Dolakha conceives Asia's biggest magnesite mine, along with the slate mine situated in Alampur. Dolakha is one of the richest districts in terms of hydropower in the nation. Upper Tamakosi, Rolwaling, Tamakosi 2nd and 3rd projects are awaiting for investment. Headquartered Charikot, which is 133 kilometers away, is only 5 hours drive from Kathmandu through Dhulikhel, following the Araniko highway. After reaching Khadi Chaur, one has to move ahead towards Lamosangu Giri Road. A private vehicle can also be hired from Kathmandu to Dolakha. A chartered flight is another possible means of reaching Charikot and Jiri of Dolakha from Kathmandu. Tourists can use mules, horses, and ox as possible means of transport to the mountains along with the porters. Mount Gauri Shankar lies in the Rolwaling region. Hindus and Buddhists regard it as the holy mountain. The twin peaks of the mountain are believed to be the abode of Hindu god and goddess Lord Shiva and his consort Parvati. Also, Buddhists believe the peaks to be the home of the goddess Tashi Cheringma. Mountain peaks like Chobuche, Ramding, Chekigo, Yalung, Manungla, Melutse, and Pakshiamo in the Rolwaling range are all feasible for trekking and mountaineering.
Beautiful scenery and different sort of people that we could meet, because there are some groups that we haven't seen before. Tangmi people, they're only in this area, so you don't see them in other parts of Nepal. And also the views of Gauri Shankar, beautiful mountain, and we don't know that mountain, so very nice to see that.
Rolwaling Valley is the most amazing place to visit. It lies next to the Solukhumbu Valley of the Mount Everest region. The region has both natural as well as religious significance. Bathing, the home of young mountaineers of Mount Everest, a snow valley Na, and Mount Gauri Shankar, along with dozens of mountain peaks, lie in the region. It is also known as a hidden land or a sacred land right from the time of Guru Rinpoche of the 8th century. Asia's largest Chorolpa Glacier Lake falls in the Rolwaling Valley. Because of the impact of global warming, the physical size of this lake has increased by 5 times since 1960. It has been attracting number of researchers and visitors over the years. However, the studies and research on the lake are still underway.
Big difference between the Kumbu and here,
yeah.
and that's why we made the other way around.
Lapchi village that borders Tibet is rich in flora and fauna and is highly influenced by the Tibetan culture over the years. Thora Gatheling in Lapchi village is the important holy place for Buddhists from religious point of view. The monastery was established about 900 years ago during the period of Milarepa, the great philosopher. Milarepa Cave in Lapchi village can be an interesting place to visit for tourists. It is the place where the great philosopher Milarepa came for meditation and then got enlightenment. Lama Bagar is the oldest trade center of northern Dolakha, which is bordering to Tibet. Jiri Valley, one of the most fascinating places of Dolakha, is comparable to Zurich town of Switzerland. Jiri is also the gateway to Everest. The typical habitat of Jirels, the indigenous ethnic people of Nepal, are found only in the region. Jirels have a unique culture which could be interesting for the tourist and the researchers. Jiri is also important in relation to trade activities. Sailung region is believed to be the area with hundreds of ridges. It is also called as a natural binocular from where one can see the various landscapes and the Himalayan ranges towards the north. It is also famous as a religious site where the temple of Sailungeshwar Mahadev and Dharmadhoka is located. The area is mainly the habitat of one of the indigenous ethnic communities, the Tamangs. It is therefore relevant for experiencing a rich Tamang culture. Dolakha, originally known as Abhaipur or Fearless Town, is one of the historical and religious places of Nepal. A number of Hindus visit Bhimsen Temple and Tripura Sundari every year. A lot of religious fair happen in the vicinity of these temples. Bhimsen Than is a large temple in the town of Dolakha where the god Bhimsen is represented by a large black rock. People have belief that the statue of Bhimeshwar temple perspires before the outbreak of grave crisis or misfortune in the country. Whenever one visits the temple, they do not miss to see if the statue is perspiring. Goddess Kalinchok is highly noted as a wish-fulfilling goddess and one of the famous pilgrim sites of Nepal. Kalinchok Bhagwati Sthan, the religious and natural peak, lies in the northern part of Charikot. The temple, with thousands of tridents and numerous bells of different shapes and sizes, are the major attraction for tourists. The mountain top is held to be the abode of the goddess Kali Mai, one form of Kali, the wrathful female deity. The panoramic view of Ganesh Himal, Langtang Himal, Lapchi Kang and Roll Walling can be witnessed from the temple. Bigu village provides wonderful views of the mountains and the valley. It is also considered as the biggest Buddhist pilgrimage in Nepal. Hundreds of Buddhist followers pour down to Bigu every year as it provides them with meditation caves believed to be discovered by the Tibetan saint and mystic Milarepa. Tashi Gumba of Bigu, also known as Tashi Chime Gatsil Nunnery, can be reached in a 4-day trek from Dolakha through Singati or Kalinchuk. The Gumba is considered as the biggest monastery of the country that produces larger number of nuns around the nation. Shersang Gumba in Suspa can be reached in a day's walk from Dolakha Bazaar. It is surrounded by dense pine forest and one can see the excellent view of Gauri Shankar Himal from the Gumba. It has also been used for accommodation by the nuns of Bigu Gumba. The Gumba facilitates as a meditation place for the monks and the yogis. Deolingeshwar Mahadev Temple is one of the famous religious destinations of northern area. Villagers believe that the Lord Shiva married Satya Devi on the peak of Gauri Shankar and kept her in the hut near the temple. The temple is situated on the way to Lama Bagar or Rolwaling area. Lake Dudkunda of Dolakha has a religious significance to both Hindus and Buddhists since ancient times. Among the holy lakes, Bahula Pokhari and Jata Pokhari are equally important. One can go around these lakes for a short trek as well. Triveni Ghat in Charange, which is also mentioned in the Holy Puran of Hindus, is considered as one of the sacred holy sites that adds importance to religious tourism. Hotels, lodges, guest houses, and tea houses on the way to or back from the mountains provide every facilities the visitors seek. Hotels and lodges are suitable from the point of view of accommodation and availability of necessary food for the tourists.
Here in Charikot Panorama Resort, we can accommodate up to 32 people in 16 rooms, which are in 4 bungalows. We have Nepali and European food. A lot of the vegetables is also grown in our premises.
In the upper mountain areas, where the hotels and lodges are not available, camping and homestay with the local residents are more suitable. They are always ready to welcome the tourists and express their hospitality. With growing prospects in tourism, people are also indulged in hospitality business. The locally available porters, cooks, guides, along with the assistant mountaineers and Mount Everest climbers, ensure successful journey to the visitors throughout their stay in Dolakha.